Most people think aging is something that just happens to you, like gravity, like rust, inevitable. But there's a growing body of science that says otherwise. A 20-year study published in Lancet Healthy Longevity found that people who adopted even a single healthy habit in their 60s, 70s, or 80s lived an average of 4.5 years longer than those who didn't. 4.5 extra years. And the people with the worst genetics, the ones everyone would have written off, saw the biggest gains. So today, we're going inside the most current research, studies published in 2025 and 2026, to show you the 7 habits that are scientifically proven to slow the biological clock after 60. Not gimmicks, not supplements. Daily habits that cost nothing but a little time. Let's get into it. Habit number 1. Lift something heavy. Your life depends on it. Here's something most people don't know. After age 60, you lose between 3 and 8% of your muscle mass every decade. But after 70, that rate doubles. The medical term is sarcopenia, the silent thief of independence. It's what makes getting up off the floor hard. It's what makes carrying groceries feel impossible, and it currently affects up to 45% of American seniors. When muscle goes, the body replaces it with fat. That fat drives inflammation. That inflammation accelerates aging at the cellular level. But here's what's remarkable. Strength training is the only activity proven to slow and reverse sarcopenia. Not walking, not swimming, resistance training. A 2026 study, the largest ever conducted on muscle strength and longevity in women over 60, found that higher grip strength and muscle function significantly lowered all-cause mortality, even in women who didn't meet standard exercise guidelines. You don't need a gym. You don't need to deadlift. Stanford geriatrician Dr. Sylvia T. recommends starting with sit-to-stand exercises. Simply lowering yourself onto a chair and standing back up 10 to 15 times, gradually removing your hand support. That's it. The U.S. Department of Health recommends muscle strengthening activities at least twice a week, resistance bands, wall push-ups, chair squats, even yoga counts. The goal isn't bulk. The goal is staying independent. Start this week. Habit number 2, the sleep window that ages you, or saves you. A study published in Nature in early 2026 did something no scientist had done before. Researchers looked at 23 biological aging clocks across 17 different organ systems, brain, heart, liver, immune system, and mapped them against sleep duration. What they found was alarming. Sleep too little, and every organ ages faster. Sleep too much, same result. The sweet spot? 6.4 to 7.8 hours per night. That specific range produced the lowest biological age gaps across nearly every system in the body, and a separate 2025 study from the Karolinska Institute, tracking 27,500 adults, found that poor sleep quality widened the gap between brain age and chronological age by 6 months for every 1-point drop in sleep quality score. That means a few bad years of sleep isn't just making you tired, it's making your brain measurably older. After 60, insomnia becomes the most common sleep issue. The fix isn't always a pill. Consistent bed and wake times, a cool, dark room, no screens in the last hour. These aren't suggestions, they're biological interventions. Sleep is when your cells repair. When you shortchange it, everything downstream suffers. Habit number 3, the diet that literally shrinks your Alzheimer's risk by 30%. Most people eat for weight. After 60, you need to eat for your brain, your muscles, and your immune system. A 2025 meta-analysis, covering 23 major studies and published in the journal Geroscience, found that people who closely followed a Mediterranean-style diet had an 18% lower rate of cognitive decline, an 11% lower risk of dementia, and a 30% reduced risk of Alzheimer's disease. 30%. But it's not just about the brain. After 60, your body becomes dramatically less efficient at building and maintaining muscle from protein. Stanford researchers now recommend 1.0 to 1.3 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight daily, significantly higher than standard government guidelines. For a 150-pound person, that's 68 to 88 grams of protein a day, 3 eggs at breakfast, Greek yogurt at lunch, a piece of salmon or chicken at dinner. That's your target. The Mediterranean diet also fights the driver underneath almost every aging-related disease: chronic inflammation, olive oil, fatty fish, leafy greens, legumes, whole grains. And Stanford's Dr. Michael Frederickson puts it simply: the Mediterranean diet has been ranked #1 for overall health, and we know inflammation is linked to everything from heart disease to Alzheimer's. Habit number 4. Stand on one leg. It predicts how long you'll live. This one surprises people. A landmark study followed adults between the ages of 51 and 75 and gave them one simple test: stand on one leg for 10 seconds. Those who couldn't had significantly higher mortality rates over the following decade. Not because standing on one leg extends your life, but because balance is a window into everything happening inside your nervous system, your muscles, and your vestibular function simultaneously. Falls are the leading cause of injury and loss of independence in adults over 65. And yet most people wait until they're already falling to do something about it. Stanford's Dr. Michael Frederickson says, "My take on balance training is that we should be doing it all the time. Why wait until you're losing your balance to work on it?" His advice: pair it with brushing your teeth. One leg, 30 seconds each side, every morning. You don't need equipment. You just need to start now, before the wobble becomes a fall. Habit number 5. Your social life is a medical intervention. In 2025, a study tracking 2,268 Americans over the age of 60 found something that should be front-page news. High social engagement, things like volunteering, joining sports clubs, or regular family involvement, was linked to a 42% lower risk of death over 4 years. 42%. That's not a supplement. That's a phone call, a card game, a community choir. Here's the biology underneath it. Social isolation keeps your body's stress response, the HPA axis, in a constant state of activation. That floods your bloodstream with cortisol around the clock. Over time, that cortisol damages your hippocampus. It shortens your telomeres, the caps on your DNA that function like a biological timer. Chronic isolation has been shown to accelerate telomere shortening by the equivalent of 10 years of cellular aging. And the mortality risk associated with loneliness? Comparable to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's not a metaphor. That's a direct biological comparison from a major CDC-cited analysis. The antidote is simple: show up, regularly, somewhere that matters to you. The research is very clear. It doesn't have to be a lot of people. It has to be consistent. Habit number 6. Cortisol is killing you. Faster after 60. Here's what actually lowers it. Stress has always been bad for the body, but something shifts after 60. Multiple longitudinal studies confirm that cortisol output rises sharply after age 60, and the body becomes less and less capable of returning to baseline after a stressful event. A 2025 study published in Clinical Epigenetics found that burnout and chronic workplace stress cause measurable epigenetic age acceleration, meaning your DNA is literally aging faster under prolonged stress. So what actually works? A 2025 network meta-analysis, one of the most comprehensive ever done on exercise and cortisol, compared every major intervention: running, weightlifting, yoga, qigong, walking. Yoga ranked #1 for cortisol reduction, with a standardized effect size ranking of 93%. Second was qigong. Third was multi-component exercise. Even 10 minutes of slow, intentional movement, focused breathing, deliberate stretching, sends a direct signal to your nervous system to downregulate. Mindfulness meditation was also shown to produce measurable changes in stress biomarkers, but only when practiced consistently over months, not days. The takeaway: this isn't about eliminating stress. It's about building a daily recovery practice, a 10-minute yoga session, 5 minutes of breath work before bed, a walk in nature. Your cells respond to what you do every day, not what you do once in a while. Habit number 7. The habit with a 46% mortality advantage. And it has nothing to do with exercise. This last habit isn't in most health articles, but it might be the most powerful one on this list. A 2022 study following thousands of adults found that those with the highest sense of purpose in life had a 46% lower risk of dying over the following 4 years compared to those with the lowest scores. 46%. That's nearly twice the benefit of not smoking. The biology is real. People with strong life purpose have lower inflammation markers, better cardiovascular function, healthier sleep, and more consistent exercise habits. Not because purpose magically heals them, but because it changes the decisions they make every single day. The Japanese have a word for this: ikigai, your reason for being. The place where what you love, what you're good at, and what the world needs all intersect. Research on blue zones, the pockets of the world where people routinely live past 100, consistently finds that purpose isn't something people retire from. It's something they never stop building. If you've recently left a career, or if your sense of identity has shifted, this isn't a soft suggestion. It's medicine. Volunteer, mentor, build something, teach something, join something. Your biology listens to your sense of meaning. Let's bring it all together. Number 1, strength training, at least twice a week. Resistance bands, chair squats, light weights. It's the only proven way to reverse sarcopenia. Number 2, sleep in the 6.4 to 7.8 hour window consistently. Too little and too much both age your organs. This is non-negotiable. Number 3, Mediterranean-style eating with high protein. Your brain and your muscles are both counting on it. Aim for 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Number 4, balance training, daily, starting now. Stand on one leg, it takes 30 seconds. It might add years. Number 5, stay socially connected. The research is unambiguous. Isolation kills faster than obesity. Show up for the people in your life and find new ones. Number 6, build a daily stress recovery practice. Yoga, qigong, breathwork, meditation. Pick one. Your cortisol levels after 60 need active management. Number 7, find your purpose. What are you still here to do? That question isn't philosophical, it's biological. The science is clear, your biology is not done with you. The habits you build today, even starting in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, directly change how your cells age, how long you live, and what that life looks and feels like. It is never too late to start. Go ahead, take the first step. We are with you. If this video helped you, subscribe, because we cover this kind of deep dive senior wisdom every week. Take care of yourself. You've got more time ahead than you think.